Hiya. Hang on. Just putting the outer 8 monitor on. Leave it in the app. Press this button and you can fucking see me, can't you? How's it going, lads? Cheese Noid here. It gonna work? I mean, it's working on my phone. Is it gonna work on that? Yeah, there you go. Let's go vroom vroom, shall we? I'll try and get past 17 laps today, Jamie. Yeah, that's the plan. Spuddy and William, thank you for the follows whilst we were offline. I appreciate it. Plan for the day is Formula 1 and then Football Manager. And that will be the plan for tomorrow as well. We won't be recording any more FC until Thursday. Just as an FYI. And a reminder for those that were here yesterday. Dear Ferrari, please don't fuck me. Thank you. I know, right, Darren? His track record's so good. Oh, stock take's wonderful, isn't it? Best part of anyone's day is a stock take. So much fun. Hey Alfie, hey Elite, how are we lads? Thanks for joining us on YouTube again as ever. Tell you what, it's gonna be fucking hot today. It's gonna be fucking hot today. See if the bot works today, shall we, Elite? Hey, there you go. It's working today. Look at that. Right, let's stop the music and just start recording. We might as well just jump straight fucking into it today. Why the balls not? Try not to get shit on by the car and the engine bits today. What is going on with this? Oh, I haven't got a fucking clue. Oh well. Welcome back to the Try Not to Retire Challenge at Ferrari. 4 of our 11 Grand Prix so far this year have ended in DNFs forced by engine component failure. We had the control electronics die on us in Austria after just 17 laps of the main Grand Prix. Woo! And we were aiming for a podium in Austria. Not quite such high ambitions here for my home Grand Prix, because the AI are very strong at Silverstone, but we'll give it our absolute best and see what happens here. I've not really contributed that much to the Constructors' Championship so far. Just 28 compared to Charles Leclerc's 148. Sorry about that. Fingers crossed, the second half of the season will go better than the first. Last year we got a P15 at Silverstone, so of course we would like to do better than that if we can. And then we'll take it from there. Obviously it's my home Grand Prix. Not that our team's home Grand Prix went very well because something on the engine broke there as well and we DNF'd at Imola. I'll whack my goals on for my specialists as we head to the track whilst I ask you guys to drop the video a like. Do please subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're not missing any more of the content by hitting the notification bell as well. Formula 1 and Football Manager content continually coming to you over the next few weeks. And of course, once FC25 arrives in about a month's time, then we will have FC25 player career here on the Chesnoy Place channel as well, which is certainly going to be worth your watch. So, hopefully, we'll get all the way to the checkered flag today. I think I'll cry if I don't. Let's go to practice. Fucking kill me. Preston have sacked Ryan Lowe after one game. That's gone well then.
It might not be
presumably there are
you wouldn't know it from looking at the stands.
alternative circumstances there rather than just the result on track. The result of the weekend.
They told you about the new parts that have come in from the factory, right?
Yeah,
well, they're
yeah,
all
it
fitted
did, yeah.
and good to go. I hope they do the trick.
Just making a slight alteration to the setup. Make sure we're perfectly set for Silverstonings, which we should be, hopefully. Save. Now we find out if the car's any good. Spoiler alert, it might not be. ERS management we can do on the softs. Tyre management we'll do on the hards. 83 laps it reckons the hards will do here. That's a long way. Should be a one-stop race. Yeah, you imagine it's a falling out of some regard. Over what?
Sure,
who knows?
But manage the tyres through a lap, so try to keep the wear down through each corner. Be especially careful accelerating on corner exit.
There's not much grip going on here at the back. I'll tell you that much for free. Steady. Now, imagine it's a falling out of some regard. I don't think they'd sack him after one game just because they've got someone else better in line. A bit of understeer, but that's okay. Just turn it down on my ears slightly. I feel like I'm shouting at you. Right, there's plenty of time in hand there, so let's take it slightly easier around some of the turns. Try and get this in the purple.
Temperature's so important for your tyres. Cool down laps are now vital after a push lap so that we don't light up the rubber too much, not to mention recharging the battery.
Gone a bit too far the other way here. telling me, Bandit? Fingers are crossed, my friend. Fingers are crossed. I think we found the middle ground.
Program complete.
Hooray, purple. Oh, I didn't do
Good
my
job,
fucking
well
specialist,
done.
did
We
I?
got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to
Good.
the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
Good. Good. What are they? Complete 4 sessions without damaging your car. Open the DRS. Spend 60. Complete a driven lap in 3 different sessions. So we'll be able to get. Should be able to get all 4 of those. I hope. Anyway. Let's do race strategy on the mediums. New Lego build on Discord. Let's have a look. What have we got this time, Jack? Scrolling. Oh, Statue of Liberty. Nice. Have you got like a shelf where you put all of these? Or like a display cabinet?
Okay, we need a few solid laps here to help us calculate a good race strategy.
It's getting quite full. I can well imagine you might need a second one, mightn't you? I have a feeling we're going to be slow as fuck at Silverstone. Left-sided tyres are very hot. driving very well at the minute. Hey, Chris. Perfectly positioned, Yuki. Thank you, mate. Grip. Just wheel spin everywhere. I can't run less wing because I need the straight line speed. Sorry, I can't run more wing because I need the straight line speed. So I can't force the rear tyres into the ground anymore. We didn't have a storm here, I bet. Not that I noticed. There was some rain overnight, I think, but
Okay, test complete, and that was
I don't recall a storm.
really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Okay, at least tyre wear's okay. Just set a video to upload.
Welcome to what promises to be.
Shush, Jez. Shut your face, mate. just got an FM video from Chris that we're going to upload. We're going to be recording more of it today.
Welcome to what promises to...
Shut up, Chase. Told you this already. Strawberry. FM24 Cambridge RTG, episode 47. Can't actually remember what happened in that one. So let me just have a quick refresher. Were we in the transfer window still?
Welcome back to the Football Manager Road to Glory with
Yes.
Cambridge United. You join us at the end of the January transfer window. In the last episode, we made some transfers. Obviously, the man, he's sometimes very nearly makes his... And the carry this 2 goals in for as long as possible. 4 straight victories for us now in the league. But we do have 4th place Norwich away, then 5th place Derby.
We won every fucking game. Can you believe it? I'm already sweating. It's fucking hot. This one. Gonna go for the Toy Story meme, I think, for the thumbnail. It only really makes sense if you know the meme, but I'm presuming the majority of you know the meme. You know that meme? It was actually just a 2-minute storm. Where is here? Jamie, there's no rain outside. I just looked out the window. Both, Daniel. You guys get that meme, don't you? Ooh. Please tell me you get that meme. You understand it, right? I'm not doing something that no one's gonna get. I need you guys to do the old Captain America. I understood that reference. Let's put that live today at midday, and then Formula One should return tomorrow. Chris said that Canada was rendering. Canada was rendering. Morning, Damien. How are we? It's the day before your birthday, is it, Darren? Right, let's do the soft tyre ERS management one. Even the softs supposedly last quite a long time, but I bet they actually don't in terms of percentages.
Nice one. Okay, reminder, a neat way to recharge the batteries by lifting at certain points when you feel you can and by gentle braking. Try those this lap and see how you get on.
Okay. Yeah, good thing, Damien.
Okay, on this test I want you to focus on managing your ERS. It's really important for our overall race pace, and so a reminder that you've got modes to play with in your MFD. See how they feel for you and see how different modes drain the battery.
I've been to Whitby, Jamie, but years and years and years ago. Went to Whitby in like 2002. Like 20 years ago. 22 years ago. Because I'm old.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
Let's try a quali run. Yeah, there must be some sort of situation happening at Preston for them to sack the manager after one game. What that situation is, who knows, but must be something behind the scenes, mustn't it?
Out of fuel, almost out of fuel. You need to pit within the next 2 laps.
Well, the fans seem to be happy with the sacking, do they? Fair enough. I may well look for another team, Saints, if we keep getting failures, yeah. Annoyingly, we signed a 2-year deal at Ferrari, but we might look to break contract at the end of this season. So in quali trim, or not quali trim, but in low fuel hot lap, did a 26.7. Remember 26, I have a funny feeling that's not going to be anywhere near fast enough, but 26.7 is what we're going with.
What an incredible practice session that was.
What an incredible practice session that was. In before we qualify 11th or 12th. Right. I'm good, thank you, Oren. How are you, mate? Thanks for joining us on YouTube. Oh, that was already done. Swish. Swish. Santiago Jimenez is close, apparently, is it? Ooh, interesting. I thought you signed literally every player on the planet in the last 2 transfer windows, to be honest. I didn't realise there was anyone else that wasn't a Nottingham Forest player. Resource points acquired. I don't know whether we're quick here or not. At the moment, I was fastest in the first practice session that we take part in by 2 or 3 tenths when I did a quali run. But you don't know what sort of fuel loads or age of tyres that other drivers are doing their fastest laps on. So, I mean, I'm presuming I'm going to qualify 11th or 12th because that seems to be the norm at the moment. The weather is more overcast for quali, which is going to be better for tyre wear. I would rather it was more overcast for the race, but our tyre wear is actually seemingly bang on here rather than 20+% higher than as it was in a couple of the most recent Grand Prix. So we're hoping that we can be as competitive as possible here. I'm going to put fresher parts in to hopefully, he says, hopefully avoid failures, right? That's the plan. Not that that plan has worked at all this season whatsoever, but we'll give it a go as we head then to qualifying at Silverstone. Please do wish me luck.
Welcome along, everybody, to a venue that was built for speed. Once an airfield, now one of the finest racetracks in the world. It's qualifying day here at Silverstone for the British Grand Prix.
What did I do? A 26.7, wasn't it? In before they're in the 24s or something. Alright. That's not horrendous then, is it? You imagine they'll go quicker, but if I can replicate my time from quali, as I go a bit faster, then we should be able to get through in one run here. Aha! Here goes nothing.
Okay, that's all the checks complete. We're ready to go.
Cambridge lost 2-0 away from home against Stockport, Luke. Yeah, I'm good, thank you, Zach. How are you, pal? Really long, slow pit lane at Silverstone, isn't it?
Okay, there's 2 minutes left in this session and we're in the drop zone. We need a quick lap or that's qualifying over for us.
Couple of wines in, so can't complain. Nice. Happy Monday. Come on, him. Need a 26 something, I think.
And that's just 30 seconds left in the session.
.26.1 from Oscar is rapid.
We've dropped to P20.
Basically done the exact same lap as I did in practice at 26.7. Of course it's P12. It's getting a bit silly now, isn't it? P12 in Q1. We're through to the next session. I would have needed about another 10th of a minute. In fact, I put the exact same lap time in as Sergio Perez. And I'm kind of performing in a Sergio Perez-esque way in comparison to my teammate, aren't I? In comparison to real life, as something to reflect on. Both Williams out, both Alpines out, Gasly out in the Sauber. I'm going to need to find another couple of tenths though if we're to make it through to Q3 as it stands. Going to probably need to be in the low 26s to make it out of the next session. So P11 or 12 in Q2 incoming, I think. Ryan Lowe's farewell message sounds like it was his decision to leave. No, I don't think so, Zach. I don't think so, Zach. You've got Chesterfield tomorrow in the League Cup. We've got Queen's Park Rangers, which isn't going to be amazing. Where did I qualify last season at Silverstone? I know we finished 15th, but did I qualify well and go backwards? Did I qualify poorly and just stay where I was? I can't remember. We weren't that far up the chain in the Haas last season.
And that's P13.
Hasford at the Northern Premier, nice. Oh, I got the entry there completely wrong. What's the history with Argyle and Ryan Lowe? Benny, commiserations on the opening day heavy defeat. The Wayne Rooney effect is strong right now. I got 17th, did I? A 28.4. Well, we're certainly going significantly faster. What was pole, out of curiosity, Jamie? Oh, he left Argyle to go to Preston and has left already. So he left Argyle in the summer. I think I feel the same, Luke, to be honest. I do like the current layout, but I do agree it was good before as well. Left the club by mutual consent. Oh, he left in December 21. He left Argyle years ago. Who was it? Who got Argyle up then? Been at Preston for a few years. Oh, Stephen Schumacher, that's it, you're right. Charles is in the 25s. Lovely. Good. Bodes well, doesn't it?
All set, we're ready to go, so let's get the car out onto the track.
End of Q3, Max was a 27 flat. Oh, wow. So the jump forward has been quite significant then. What's that goal completed? 60 seconds in DRS. Complete a driven lap in 3 different sessions. Technically, I've done that, right? Oh no, first practice in Q1 and Q2. I've done it. Maybe that waits to the end of the session. Charles is the only one not going out again. Oh, you went, did you, Benny? Do you go to many Argyle games?
Okay, we've been pushed down to P13.
To be honest, the 2 times... I know, I did Hillsborough once, but we played there twice. When I went, we lost 6-0, and then the next year, when I couldn't make it, we lost 5-0. So, you know. You did better than we did. "19 of 23 away last season, nice." I'd love to still be able to go every week, but it's just not viable at the moment. Could be worse, could have really issued on chaos though.
Drop to P15.
I think this might be Q3. So 26.4, so we've improved by a couple of tenths from... Oh, God, are you serious? We've improved by a couple of tenths from the previous session. P11 again! Why can I not get into Q3? This is a real joke now. By half a tenth. Sergio Perez, P10 on a 26.396. I did a 26.427 by 31 milliseconds. I'm out in P11 again. I was up on Yuki for most of the lap, but was not able to get up on Sergio Perez. I keep starting 11th or 12th. It's pretty infuriating at the moment. Lando and Kevin put in the exact same lap time of a 26.391. I mean, there probably was enough time in the lap to get me into the next session, but I don't think there was enough. I don't think I had a 26.3 lower than a 391. I don't think I'd have been starting any higher than 8th in Q3 after a run there. I'm nowhere near a 25, that's for sure. But half a second off the pace. I mean, considering the aero scenario with the car, half a second off the pace isn't bad. We've got all the power in the world, but if you can't get the power around a corner because your aerodynamic package is the 7th best on the grid, then that is the reason why we are where we are, isn't it? P11 again for me. 11th or 12th in each of the last 4 or 5 qualifying sessions. Unbelievable. I'm trying my absolute best here as well. But that's part of the challenge at 105 difficulty. We have to keep growing the car, and hopefully, eventually, we will be in a position where we can become a genuine title contender. Tyre wear was decent, supposedly, so we should, fingers crossed, be able to run a similar strategy to everybody else. Maybe use an undercut to our advantage. The pit lane is so long here that really you only want to be doing one pit stop, so it will probably be a medium hard or a hard medium. We might be able to push a medium soft, but it would be pushing it. I honestly can't remember the last time I got to Q3. Preston's owner apparently has just been on TalkSport, said that Ryan came to me yesterday and said it's as far as I can go, as in he's taken the club as far as he can go. From what the person that tweeted me has heard, the fans have turned and there was a 90% odd poll wanting him out.
It's certainly a great day today as we welcome you to one of the crown jewels of British sports, a track of speed, history and drama. It's Silverstone. It's the British Grand Prix. With good opportunities to overtake at the end of the Wellington and Hangar Straights, there's a lot of potential for close action around the 3.6 miles of Silverstone circuit. With 18 corners and average lap speeds of around 145 miles
They did nearly get relegated last year, though, didn't they?
One of the longest and quickest circuits on the...
So how did Q3 then go? Has Charles been able to get anywhere near pole? He was 4th in Q2. Yes, he didn't get near pole. He took pole by 0.03 of a second. 1:25.836 from Charles. I wasn't getting anywhere near that sort of lap time. I maybe had a 26.3 in me, but a 26 or even a low 26.12 or a 25 was absolutely nowhere. So I almost certainly would have qualified 10th if I'd gotten through to Q3. So 11th probably isn't that bad in the end, is it? Any penalties behind us? Doesn't look like it. Albon and Pourchaire at the back in both the Williams. Not a great qualifying session for them at their home race.
Home Grand Prix, but I want you to treat it like any other race. Let's not make...
We can supposedly medium soft. And everyone's starting on the soft. I would be really tempted to counter that and go medium soft. Like, really, really tempted to go medium soft. What did he want me to do? He wants me to do 25 laps. So that's the exact same thing, just the other way around. So, I mean, I'm quite happy to do that. I think I'll go medium soft and just try and hang on to those soft runners with the medium tyre and then be soft at the end. That seems like the obvious thing to do, right? Then if there's a safety car at any point, we just switch to a hard tyre and go to the end. I think I'd rather just be faster at the end and try and hang on with DRS, right? 4.83 laps worth of extra fuel is a lot, though. That's a hell of a lot of extra fuel. We'll go for 4 laps worth of extra fuel, and even that feels like it's overkill, but I don't want to take any risks, really. Or too many unnecessary risks. We'll start... Or do I just match everyone if everybody's on the soft? Maybe we do the same strategy, but we just undercut. We do the same strategy, but I'll just box on 23 rather than 25. I mean, it's probably not worth taking the risk, is it? It's probably not worth taking the risk. Because if I'm too slow on the medium, then I'm just dropped. All right. We'll do exactly the same as everyone else, other than stopping slightly earlier for an undercut. Decision made. Right, let's give you guys a prediction whilst I go for a quick toilet break. Oh, shush. We don't want that echo, thank you. Toodaloo. Start a prediction. Where will Chase finish? We'll go for, actually, what we said yesterday. P6 or higher, P7 or lower, because we definitely would have got that in Austria, I think. And I think there's a chance for us to get it here at Silverstone as well. Thank you for the follow, Rob's boy. Welcome to the channel, mate. I'm going to go for a quick toilet break whilst you guys have your predictions. And then we shall continue on from there. BRB. Which way have you guys voted? Let's have a look, shall we? AJ, thank you for the follow, mate. P11 we qualified Fletch. There's 9 seconds left. Kind of 75-25 in order of which way you guys are voting at the moment. Beep, beep, beep. Right, let's see which way you guys went. What tab do I want? Let's have a look. 71-29% in terms of points spent. Fletcher's given nearly 62k in favour of P6 or higher. Bandit has gone 25k in P7 or lower. Nija's gone quite high with 20k there as well. Handful of sizable ones for P6 or higher though. I hope I don't let you down. There is a strong possibility I may do. But I'll do my best. I'll do my best, like. You know? I'll do my best. Can't promise out. Can't promise out. I know it's not what you want to hear, Fletch, but you know my driving by now. What's the best biscuit to ever dunk in a tea? Probably a hobnob. Or a digestive, yeah. Your son picked the amount you bet, did he?
Okay, so let's go through all the gears if you can. We need to make sure the engagement is open.
Bear with. I'm in the process of talking to Virgin Media and web messaging as well at the same time, so I might be a bit... in and out. Keep you guys up instead as well. Can I pop a wheelie today so we can use the Ferrari puncture for a thumbnail? I'd rather not.
Okay, before the start. We're going to want to put some temperature into the tyres and brakes. We need to keep the engine cool though, so don't go too high with the revs.
Kingstons? What are Kingstons? Oh, I guess they're Aussie, aren't they? So I've just seen it was you that got the message.
Okay, radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now.
I'm like that with biscuits as well. Just any biscuit. Fucking smash a pack comfortably. Right, well here goes nothing then. The Mercedes aren't too high up on the grid. 8th and 9th for them.
Okay, incredible parking there.
We're
Nice one.
matching everyone else's strategy.
Good launch as the race starts.
Former teammate Kevin Magnussen alongside me. Hoping for good point. Well, let's start one thing at a time, shall we? Hoping to finish the Grand Prix. Then we'll take it from there, shall we? But let's at least make it to the end first. I'm going to the inside line here for this one, if I can. And I'll try. No, I'm not going to have the possibility to sweep around the outside there. Don't pinch too hard. But there you go, a bit of battery. And that's us past Yuki Tsunoda. Kevin and George going for it here. We might slow each other up. I might be able to nab someone. Hang it. It's not quite going to work, but that's fine. Right, I feel competitive.
Decent start. Good job.
Started P11. We are still P11, but in race trim, it feels like we're competitive. This is a positive start. A really positive start, actually. The inside of K-Mag. Hung it around the outside, able to carry more apex speed. It's fine. I've got the inside here instead then, Kevin. Excuse me, sir. giving him racing room, but we should hopefully be able to, there you go, nail the throttle and get past. Now we need to get back within DRS range before we get dropped.
We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
The detection point is just here for DRS, which we will now have. So the aim is to pit before everyone else. Currently set to pit on lap 25. We're going to aim to pit about lap 23. Purple sector 1 as well, so we're looking quick right now. Our race pace is definitely better than our quali pace. But this is probably the most competitive I've felt at Silverstone for a number of years. Normally the AI are just way too strong, but actually I feel like we can compete here. This is quite refreshing, actually. Bear with. Yeah, it was last year, wasn't it? On 23, we had 90% on the inters. Of course, you tell someone, I want broadband and phone, and they're like, cool, so you want broadband, phone and television, that'll be this. I'm like, no, don't try and just fucking upsell me. Just give me what I'm asking for. How's that? Hmm? Yeah, where are we next? Hungary. Hungary full wet is probably not going to happen. Tends not to rain in Hungary. I mean, it could, but I'd rather it didn't. Lots of smoke coming into the chicane. They are faster than me in a straight line, but I'm able to counter it with battery here. Purple first and third sectors, but not fastest lap of the race, intriguingly. We'll try and get close enough to make some moves, if we can. Charles Leclerc is still leading the Grand Prix. And we're all just in one big long DRS train at the moment. But that's fine by me. If everyone is still really close like this, then when we undercut, we should gain positions, regardless of not having DRS. I believe everybody is on the exact same strategy. So some will box 25, some will box either 24 or 26, so that they don't double stack. And that should be it, really. Strategically, there's not much wiggle room here. Should be able to make it work in our favour, though. Just make sure I've got that. I'm going to end up having to fucking ring him, aren't I?
Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 3.7 seconds. The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done.
I'm sniffing around the back of George now. Can't quite break DRS to those behind. There are some gaps forming slightly further back, as you can see on the mini-map. This front group are all together right now. It's very close between myself and George, so less than 0.3. Be wary of the aero wash, so. Yellow flag somewhere. It's behind, I think. Someone's going slowly.
Okay, clear.
Not sure who. It's a Williams, I believe. That's a Williams. Whether they've broken down or they've spun or something, I don't know. Let's have a look. Is it this one or the other one? Who's gonna die? It's Logan Sargent, because that's Alex Albon, isn't it? I think. Let's have a look. Oh no. Yeah. It's no. At 23 is Alex Albon. I thought Logan was number 2, not 21. Regardless, Alex Albon is dead. His car has gone pop, and that's it. Ah, it's Porsche. Yes, my bad. Not Logan Sargent. Thank you for reminding me. It's Teo Porsche that's the teammate, isn't it? Alexander Albon out of the session. My live chat just reminded me that it's actually not Logan Sargent that is Alex's teammate, is it, this year in this save? It's Teo Porsche. So Porsche continues and Albon is out. They qualified 19th and 20th. And now one of them isn't even going to make the end of the race. But let's be honest, been plenty of races this season where we've not seen the checkered flag, so I can't really say anything at the moment for fear of it manifesting itself again and me getting another DNF. I would very much like to make some moves further forward if we can in the next few laps though. Status quo is fine, but the further up we are, the more we'll benefit from our undercut. Oh, we're really sorry. Our wait times are longer than expected. Please continue to hold. Okay. Understood. Still lots of understeer. go for it on George here. We need to start getting a bit aggressive. Just make some moves. Oof. Speaking of getting aggressive. Speaking of getting aggressive! Bloody hell, Kevin! I think Kevin Magnussen wanted to come through there. It is a risk trying to make overtakes because there's then a chance that you lose DRS to the car in front. Which obviously you can't afford to do. Took a little bit of damage there, trying to work our way around the outside of Kevin. Not sure whether I turned into him or he understeered into me. I think it's a mixture of both, really. Kev turns, or I think I turned slightly too early, if anything. We do make contact. It did pop up with something, but there's not any visual damage there, so we should be okay. It's cost me a couple of places, though, annoyingly. Trying to take George. I'm now back down to P11 again. And I've got to take Kevin once more. Not to worry. This is why it's dangerous in that DRS train to make any moves. That's why people sometimes would rather just they get loads of aero wash around there that the others just don't seem to get. It's why it's sometimes just easier to stay where you are than it is to actually try and fight and move forward, because otherwise, as you see, the gap between George and the cars in front now is growing, and my trying to take George Russell to move myself up to 9th might have actually caused us to get detached from that group in front. I don't think it has. I think George is still within a second, but Charles is creating a gap out in front, isn't he? And we're showing that there is there is pace in even my Ferrari. So if there's pace in my Ferrari, there's definitely pace in Charles's. We'll try and get ourselves further up the field if we can. But George got very aggressive around there last time onto the Wellington straight, and Kevin was trying to force his way through as well. So, lesson learned. Maybe try and make the overtake somewhere else, like we did last time with Kevin. Because at some parts of the track, they will just throw it back up the inside of you and have a go again. Got a good run on Kevin here, or at least I did. I might try up the inside here again. It's worked for us once on Kevin Magnussen. It will maybe work for us twice on Kevin Magnussen. It will indeed. He's tucked in behind me.
Nice work,
Right.
mate. That brings you up
Gonna have to use a bit of battery here to close in on George. Can't afford to lose the DRS. And I think we just managed to make it back within DRS range because of the concertina effect of the cars in front. We have indeed. Good. Now I need to recharge my battery back up.
Okay, the car ahead's beginning to pull away.
That's fine.
You know what to do. Gap's
Back to where we were then.
5.
Status quo once more. Up in P10 behind George Russell.
Behind is dropping back by about 3/10 of lap. Well done. Okay, mate. Okay, Russell's ahead. They're holding us up now, so let's please try and get past as soon as possible and get on with our race. Push, push.
Okay, pushing. Thing is, no one further up is actually trying to make a move on anyone else. All happy with that status quo.
Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake. Use overtake.
I am using overtake. Westfield in a massive train. Yeah, the undercut hopefully will save us loads of time and gain us a few positions. That's the current plan, yes. That is the current plan. Dwayne, thank you very much for the follow, mate. Appreciate it, dude. Afternoon, Wendell. How are we, sir? Was ist das email? Trivago. Okay, cool. Yeah, current pit lap 23, I think. I mean, it's hot as fucking Nottingham right now, really. Yeah. Yeah, I saw about the news about Preston. You say he's left you in the mud, but all the fans supposedly wanted him out, didn't they? That's what I keep hearing. I could just be closer to George Drew Stowe. There's the opportunity to do to him what we've done to Kevin. They do Constantina up going into that final chicane. I can just get close enough. Maybe there'd be a way through. Tempted to do to him what K-Mag did to me through there as well, but it's probably not worth it. Charles isn't necessarily getting away out front. He's got a bit of a gap to the McLaren, but it's not like he's disappearing all the way down the road. The undercut here is basically going to be the only tactical option we have at our disposal to try and make some positions, because everyone is so fast in a straight line. The DRS train behind actually stops after Stroll. So it's P2 to P12 at the minute. There are quite a few cars in this train. But it's more all aboard than any early departures here at the moment. Do I? I might. I'm gonna.
Great stuff, mate. You hit the target well there. Nice one.
Used a lot of battery. George comes back at me, but I'm having hopefully around the outside here. That's P9. We've gotten the job done. Notice where we potentially were able to make the overtake and then pulled it off. P9 ahead of George Russell now. It's taken 12 laps to actually do it and hold it,
A teammate ahead of us.
but we are through.
5.1 seconds.
Enjoyed that one. It's soft medium is the plan, soft medium. Actually dropped Russell and Kevin behind out of DRS range. That's massive. That gap hopefully will continue to grow now. And we can just pull away and guarantee ourselves a strong, at least P9 finish. But obviously we have ambitions of finishing higher than P9. Finding it harder to close and stick with Perez than I was Russell. Hopefully we can maintain the charge and still stand a chance of making some more positions either before the pit or with the pit undercut. I had contact with Russell and gave him damage. I thought I left him space. I did push him close, but I thought I left him space. Oh, he's missing his right end plate. Okay. Maybe we did make contact with Russell. Sorry, George. I thought I'd left you enough space then. My bad. I didn't feel any contact. There must have been some. I was definitely ahead of the apex, wasn't I?
Got a lot of spare energy.
I'm already using it. I'm already using it. Checo having a look at Lewis here around the outside of Stowe. They're going to be slow into the chicane now. Oh, I really had to get on the anchors there. Checo's made the move. Sergio Perez up to P7. Lewis down to P8 now. We've made it past one Mercedes. Now we have to try and make it past another. I don't know if Checo's still in DRS range of those in front. It's Carlos Sainz that's the Haas there. Think he's still within a second. And a lunge up the inside of Lewis here. That's P8. That was a really nice overtake and held it this time rather than the last time we tried to take Russell in the same position and didn't quite manage to make it stick. Thank you, Lewis. Up to P8. This is hard work, this. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Checo might be out of DRS range here. He is. Right, Checo's vulnerable now. Not going to be able to take him here. But we can't wait too long. We're trying to make... Someone's in the box already. Carlos Sainz pitting. Sainz on a two-stop. Sainz on a two-stop. Didn't expect any of that at this stage. I thought we were all on the same strategy. We are not.
Car in front, 1.8 seconds.
Carlos Sainz is in. He's the only one on that strategy unless someone else boxes next lap. Carlos Sainz is presumably then going soft, medium, medium, or soft, medium, hard, or soft, soft, medium. Might be running 2 sets of soft tyres here, if they've got them available. Sainz has gone to the medium tyre. He's going soft, medium, and presumably then medium again, or hard at the end. Plan here is stick right behind Sergio Perez. Try and close the gap. There's currently 1.4 seconds between Perez and Piastri down the straight when we have DRS. And we really need to make sure we get into DRS range of Piastri, his teammate, and the Aston Martin. I think actually it might be Max Verstappen in there as well. And Lando's a little bit further down the road, right. Didn't quite have a good enough run through Maggots and Beckers, I didn't think, but we've got the straight line speed. We're past Sergio Perez, but the gap in front is sizable now. Although they're starting to battle. Max went wide there. Maybe we will be able to close that gap back up again. It's going to take a lot of battery and some decent driving to do so. So allow me to shut up and drive. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon.
I'm under threat from Checo. I'm trying to use battery. It's going to go down the outside. Just need to lose as little time as possible fighting Checo if we can. trying to, at least at this moment in time, maintain the gap in front with use of VRS. Closing it seems to be pretty difficult with the way that they're able to utilise the pace of Max Verstappen and DRS. I'm losing my battery now as well. We're probably going to start falling back. At the moment, a top 5 finish is looking more and more difficult as time goes by. It depends how strong the undercut is. Going for it in front. In fact, he's just gotten the move done before they even got to stow there, Fernando Alonso. Alonso back on the podium. Verstappen in P4, Piastri P5. Gaps in front kind of maintaining themselves at the minute, but my battery reserves are getting lower and lower each lap. Trying to stick with them whilst also defend to Checo and Lewis behind. Proving to be pretty difficult. So far, so good. We're stopping in 4 laps time. Just want to get back within DRS range, and it brings us right back into contention again. What about the undercut, Zach? Boxing lap 20? No, absolutely not. Alonso and Max getting feisty. Gaps under a second now to Piastri. We'll try and use battery to maintain it. We might be able to hold DRS range here. It brings us right into the fight for a podium again. We are in DRS range of the 3 in front. The podium charge is back on. We've had to drive like lightning to be able to maintain the gap. But we are getting there. Slowly but surely, it's coming back towards us again. Will allow me to recharge my battery a little bit as well. Which will be precious for post pit stop and undercut. That's terrible, says. Just as well you're in DRS range, isn't it? Not bad. Perez has got a run on me now. Never mind, we've slowed him up. Default box laps 25, we're boxing 23. If I have another DNF football crazy, I will cry. It does come at you thick and fast, Silverstone, doesn't it? I'm not going to box 22. 23 is enough. Need to make sure I can take the mediums to the end of the race. No point undercutting by too much. It's just going to work against us if we do that.
Gap to your teammate ahead, 5.9 seconds.
R1 DNF'd in yours as well, did he, Daniel? Unlucky Alex today, apparently.
Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more.
Alonso going for it on Max. Alonso locks up. Big lock up from Fernando Alonso. Could have a look at Piastri here if he doesn't go defensive, which he has done. Can I make it round the outside of him? Oh, it's tight. It's tight, but no is the answer. It was worth having a look. We're going to stop in 2 laps' time. I can get Piastri now. P5. The forward progression continues. We might not have it in quali pace, but our race pace is genuinely pretty decent.
Okay, mate, any more front wing damage and it's going to really cost us, so please, let's protect it and bring the car home.
Verstappen on Alonso here, maybe. He's thinking about it. He's going for it into Stowe. And we're switching positions every lap or every other lap at the minute, these two. We're going to box next lap on 23. Go for the undercut, which hopefully will get us into a podium position post pit stops. I'm going to box this lap. We will come out 19th and last when we box. Which is where Carlos Sainz is currently. He of course pit very early and he's the only driver on a 2-stop. We're only getting a couple of laps worth of undercut, so we shouldn't really have too much traffic to work our way through. We shouldn't lose too much time, I don't think. Sainz might be losing time stuck in traffic here, which is going to ruin his potential 2-stop. I don't think we'll have a similar fate. Front left is feeling it now, though. 51% on the front left. He does. That'll be my teammate then, because I'm in the other Ferrari, aren't I, Mark? Alonso on Verstappen again. We're in the box this lap for a set of mediums, and they both are too. Wow. Charles is in as well. They're undercutting too. We didn't anticipate that. We didn't anticipate that. I didn't know Charles was in as well. The undercut is actually us getting held up with the double stack. Oh, we're going to end up losing time. Piastri and Perez have kept going though. So we might... Oh, it's everyone behind me didn't pit and everyone in front of me did. We did not see that coming. I didn't know Charles was coming in until we were already committed to the pit lane. That is the curveball we did not expect, nor did we want. Now we've got to try and close in on Max Verstappen in front. Oh, mate. No one saw that coming. No, staying out would have only cost me more time. I'd have only lost time if I stayed out. The undercut was the right thing to do, or boxing 23 was the right thing to do. Fastest middle sector of the race so far. Lots in the pits. Lots in the pits. Positions made. And time earned.
The car behind's just boxed for mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre now.
Albeit not much, but time earned. I'm sweating. Sweating now. What tyres do we have left? I'll show you in a minute. We have a new set of mediums and a new set of hards. So if there's a safety car, we have the opportunity to box for another set of medium tyres if we feel it will gain us enough of a tyre advantage. I got new softs as well, yes.
And gap to the car in front, 1.8 seconds.
Lots more in the box now. Fastest lap of the race from me. Shows you how much pace we've got at the moment. And why, if nobody had boxed on 23 and we had been able to pull a couple of laps worth of undercut, why it would have worked so well. Because on that lap 25, I just set the fastest lap of the race. So we definitely would have made positions.
Okay, so all of our tyre
But
pressure
unfortunately,
data is currently reading
we
0.
haven't. There's still a couple in front of us yet to box. So Zhou Guanyu, Daniel Ricciardo are yet to box. So we're running a net P6 currently, which I believe is where we were previously, or were we 5th? We might have been 5th. Ah, and Sainz has to box again. So we're running a net P5, which is where we were. Sainz has to box again. But he's gone from last to first because of his pit strategy so far.
Related to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about.
Afternoon, Steds. How are we, lad? Hopefully they'll all get caught up behind Carlos Sainz, because he's on a more worn tyre right now, and that will bunch us all back up again. And if that does happen, then we're in with a shout of a win today. Ricardo and Zhou in the box, so we'll be up to P6 now as Fernando Alonso takes my fastest lap time away from me. Piastri takes it away from him.
Piastri has just set the fastest lap of the race.
That's what happens when you've got DRS, which I don't right now. Fuel is fine.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 1.8 seconds.
Charles is past Carlos Sainz, and Lando is too. He's not really holding them up, unfortunately. Oh, that lock up from Verstappen put me off a little bit. Trying to close on Verstappen. He's desperately trying to close on Fernando Alonso. We did have a quick pit stop, but we got held in the box for others behind us who were also coming in for their stops. So we ended up losing more time than we needed to. I can't believe they all boxed on 23 as well. That's crazy. When the default pit stop was 25, everybody had the same undercut idea. There's an RB back there that might have spun rather than retired. Let's have a look. He's battling, and whee! Round we go. Oh dear, Daniel, mate. That's not gone well, has it, pal? Fastest middle sector of the race so far. Max is in Alonso's DRS range now. Piastri still firmly within mine. The gap to Sergio Perez is growing though, so we've got pace over the Red Bull. Now we hope that Verstappen and Alonso start their fighting again, scrapping over a potential podium, and we can close up once more. That's the aim now. Oof. I need to cool the room down. I'm sweating like a motherfucker in here. Oh. Let me have a quick toilet break, chat. Try and cool down a little. I'll be back in a moment. Thank you for the follow, Philly Polar and MJ Lane. Welcome to the channel, both. Yeah, sorry, ads. I was really looking forward to Vegas as well because it was going to be one of my stronger tracks for the remainder of the season, but unfortunately, we'd been to Colchester Zoo on the Thursday and then to visit family on the Friday. We were coming home and we stopped in a hotel and I was so tired driving home. I just had to dip. There was no way I was going to be able to make it to the beginning of the race, let alone actually A, be competitive, and B, do the stream and keep going till like 9 p.m. I was in bed asleep by 7:30. But fingers crossed Abu Dhabi isn't shit. I didn't see it, but I heard about it. It was a bit of a whoopsie, wasn't it? But it is what it is. There's still 3 races left. What do the championship standings look like? Unfortunately, Hayden had a really good P3, which is a pain in the ass. So he's pulled away from you now in the championship. He's now got nearly a 30-point lead, which is a pain in bum. I'm 7 points clear of Scott. Dirk had a good finish as well in Vegas, so he's up to 65. So I'm fighting over 5th, really, in the championship. But you're right with Dragon, who didn't race. That's really helped you out, hasn't it? Dragon not being there for Vegas means you're now only a point off the championship. Up the fucking trident. Go on, lad. 3 rounds left. Let's get it done. I'm not sure what the Constructors looks like at the minute. We are second in the Constructors as well. I tell you what, a Drivers for you and a Constructors for us would be absolutely banging if we can get that done. Who raced for... oh, nobody raced in a Trident in my place. That sucks. Dragon's not racing anymore. Oh. Oh, Viper might get it. Ah. Viper's further away. Dragon's dipped, has he? So Alex, P9 and a DNF. Didn't go well for Alex either. He's throwing his championship hopes out the window. Viper... Oh, to be fair, Viper raced and got a second there. Viper's raced it pretty much every round since the first couple, isn't he? And always finished on the podium, apart from Australia. Yikes. It still might be a bit of an ask to win the championship, but we'll give it a go. We'll certainly give the Constructors a go. I'm not sure who races in the Dams. Who's in the Dams? 25, 26. Who got 4 wins in a row? Ah, Lolly was in the Dams. So Scott is racing in Lolly's place then, right? Or nobody's been in the Dams recently. Or they've not updated it at least. Oh well. Surely Constructors in the bag then, right? I don't fucking know. F2's chaos every single week. Who knows who's driving where. Right, let's continue on, shall we? Headset, where are you? There we go. Right, come on then. Oh, it's hot in here again now. That didn't take 4 seconds to heat back up, did it? Ready, Teddy, go. Oh, hello, Oscar. Perfect timing.
Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake.
Well, maybe.
Still regain the position.
Maybe Piastri can take me with him to Verstappen and Alonso. That was annoying. Literally, just as I unpaused, Piastri had a run on me. It's fine. If Piastri's quicker for now, that's fine. I'm quite happy to sit behind him and follow. We'll give it a lap. and see if Piastri can actually drag us up to Verstappen and Alonso, who I'm sure are going to continue to fight. 2 seconds the gap between Piastri and Alonso right now.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to
We'll manage it. If it still continues to grow, then we will look at getting past Piastri and trying to close back in again whilst defending from Piastri behind again. Quite frankly, with the amount of battery we've saved already, I think it's probably going to be in my best interests to yo-yo with Oscar to try and close them anyway.
Great stuff. You hit that target. That sets us up nicely for the rest of this race.
Sainz is on his way back towards Verstappen and Alonso at the minute, so that might slow them up a little bit.
The lap to the car behind. 1 second.
Ricciardo's about to get lapped. Charles Leclerc is battling with Lando Norris for the lead. I mean, if people are in front of us all battle, then we will gain time on them if we don't battle with Piastri. But it's a case of knowing whether that's going to happen or not. If it definitely is, then I won't battle Piastri. We'll just sit with him and all both close up. If they're not going to battle, or we're not going to close without getting past Piastri, then I'm going to want to close the gap. But the gap is coming down, as you can see, to those two in front at least. So fingers crossed this tactic is going to work. Myself and Oscar can put ourselves both in the in a position for a potential podium, and then we can just be the one to get it. They're fighting again into Stowe. We're going to be within DRS range of the two in front very soon, I think. I might actually just make a go on Piastri and try and close the gap. Fucking Virgin. They're like, oh yeah, no, that deal that you wanted is for new customers only. We actually want to charge you nearly twice what that offer is for what you want, just because you're an existing customer. How is that a thing? How is being an existing customer and having paid them hundreds of pounds, if not thousands of pounds, over the past, well, thousands of pounds over the past 4 years, not worth getting a decent deal? Why do I have to get screwed as a not new customer? That's bollocks. Unfortunately, no other provider offers even remotely close to the speeds that we get here than Virgin. I just said I'll just look elsewhere, and he was like, I was like, I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to look and see if I can get a better deal elsewhere. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry I couldn't help you today. Is there anything else I can help you with? Literally didn't even offer anything else. No, not even EE. This estate was built with Virgin cabling underneath it. I can get a gigabyte down with Virgin and no more than 70. I can get 1,000 down with Virgin and no more than 70 with anyone else.
Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 7.7 seconds.
We're only 7 seconds off the lead. I'm gonna take Oscar here. I'm gonna take Oscar and I'm gonna try and close up. They've just caught up to Carlos Sainz as well, so they should get held up a little bit here too. This might be the opportunity to try and get ourselves onto the podium here. Gonna have to use quite a bit of battery, but it's doable.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.7 seconds.
Alonso's already made it past Carlos Sainz. Verstappen is now trying to. The gap is closing, but I'm not sure it's closing quick enough at the minute. Verstappen might actually lose Alonso here, although he was able to close in on Alonso after the pit stops. We're getting there. There is definitely the chance of a podium today, provided the car doesn't die on me, like it has done in the past 2 Grand Prix. I want to use a lot of my battery just to defend from Oscar at the minute. Oh, Sainz boxes. Carlos Sainz just dips. He's gone. Well, the gap to Max has closed. But I don't know if it's closed enough. I needed Sainz to stay out for another lap, I think. A podium is less than 2 seconds away, if we can bring it round. The win a bit further.
Gap to your teammate
Here comes
ahead,
Piastri again.
7.4 seconds.
Bollocks.
They're on fresh mediums. They're in second. Your last lap time, 1 minute 28.6.
That didn't go well.
Okay, mate, lap times are a little erratic at the moment. We need consistency, so let's try and stabilise them.
Are they erratic though? Are they actually? A little bit, to be fair. Alright, I'll give you that. But it's asked me to average a 32, which is a lap slower. It's asking me to average a lap time, which is slower than every lap I've ever done. There wasn't the lap off the grid or a pit stop, so cheers then.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Out of curiosity, what lap times were we doing on the soft? 30s. So we are significantly faster now than we were on the soft earlier with heavier load, but the soft was pretty consistent in its lap times for the whole stint, really. So if there is the opportunity for a safety car or a VSC where we could get a quick stop or a cheap stop, then the soft would be the tyre to go to now. I just don't know whether whether we'll get that VSC / safety car, which I don't think we will. If it's a VSC, then I'd probably be the only one to stop, and I don't know whether it'd be worth it. If it's a safety car, then presumably everyone would stop. If they didn't, then we'd gain quite a few positions, I think, between now and the end of the race. But what would be great would be a safety car about lap 40. That'd be lovely if possible, please. If you could arrange that for me, other drivers on the circuit, then I'd appreciate it. Just going to take Piastri again here.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
Still just 2 seconds to those in front. We can't seem to close the gap on Fernando and Verstappen. I don't quite have enough pace to stop Piastri being an issue. And I don't quite have enough pace to close the two down in front quickly enough to be able to forget about Piastri. He keeps having a go at me down the Wellington straight, which is this one here, because he gets a better exit than me. And then with DRS and ERS, he's able to attack me. I mean, I'm confident of a P5, but anything more than a P5 is questionable right now.
Gap to your teammate ahead, 8.7 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in second. And the time last lap, 1:29.1.
Charles and Lando are pulling away.
The Ferrari drivers just completed a pass for the leader race. The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done.
I think I had a moment there, and then Piastri had a moment too. watching it from all with Piastri, I got out of shape here on the curb. And then he did the same and had to get out of it. I think bit of aero wash, giving us a bit of a reprieve to him behind, although he's within DRS range now, so he'll just zoom straight back up to the back of me, annoyingly. If it had just dropped out of DRS range, that would have given me enough of a gap to hopefully maintain and then try and close in on those in front, but I can't at the minute. I might do, you know. I think Piastri might actually be outside of a second. If I could be quick through Cops. Well, he's probably going to close up on me. Well, we're over a second. Alright, we're out of Piastri's DRS range. If I can maintain that now, then I can concentrate solely on trying to catch the two in front. Thank you, Oscar.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 2.1 seconds.
Really gonna have to grind to close this gap. Morning, guy.
The McLaren driver's just moved into first place.
I don't want to know that. That means that Lando's taken Charles. Right, we're safe behind now. Provided I make no mistakes, we're safe behind. Eyes only forward. That 40 of 52. The closest we've been to Max since the pit stops is just over 1 second. We haven't yet gotten within DRS range of him. That was just as he was stuck behind Carlos Sainz before Sainz pit. But the gap is coming down as he and Alonso continue to fight. And if I can join that duet, make it a triplet, then there is a chance of a podium today. But doing that ain't gonna help. Oh, why did I have to do that right there and then? That would have been perfect. There's the opportunity to cut that before I make the mistake, Chris. Then do so. Because that was a half decent highlight, annoyingly. mistakes now. Fix up, sis, otherwise Piastri's will come back at you. Can't afford to get locked back in a battle with Oscar Piastri.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 1.8 seconds. We've got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button.
But they're closing in front on the lapped Daniel Ricciardo. If I can catch him at just the point where I'll get DRS down the hangar straight, that would be massively beneficial. But I think, if anything, at the minute, Alonso's going to get that DRS, and I'm going to go without. Although he's letting them through cops. Please, Daniel, don't, not yet, not yet. I'm going to get DRS off Daniel. I'm sure of it. Go one, maybe. Yes, Daniel Ricciardo, you hero, and he's going to let me through. Please let me through. Please let me through. Daniel, thank you. Oh, that DRS is massive. Look at the gap now, 1.3 to 4 rather than 2. Daniel Ricciardo, you legend, mate. It's gone back up again, but it's still taken some out of it, which I'll take. I'm going to need all the help I can get. 10 laps to go, hunting for a podium.
Drivers just completed a pass for the leader of the race.
Come on, Charles, get the win, mate. I'm trying my absolute best to join you on the podium. I'd much rather a Ferrari 1 and 3 than a 2 and 3.
last lap, 1 minute 29.0. Norris has just completed a pass for the lead.
Stop it, Lando. Let Charles win, please. Concentrate, Jez.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 1.5 seconds.
Fight through the chicane. Please fight through the chicane. It's just so much faster than me through there.
First place.
Oi, oi, oi. Thank you for the follow, CC. We're not going to be recording any more RTG on FC until Thursday, I'm afraid, mate. Because I need to wait for feedback from the transfer window. We'll be playing some Football Manager later today, and then tomorrow will be Formula 1 and then Football Manager again. Oh no, agonisingly close is definitely the word for it. Please. I think we might just have done it. Oh, or not. Brake a bit later. Through the detection point, I think we might have just got DRS. Yes! Bring on the podium! DRS! Yes! Come on then. Operation Finish in the Top 3 is underway. 6 laps, including the one we're on, to try and make our way past both cars in front, and then crucially hold on to that position as well. Forza Ferrari! Hello, boys. I've come to play.
You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 5/10 a lap.
Not got long to get it done. I can smell you. That's not more than 3 minutes at all, is it?
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
Alonso on Verstappen, 48 of 52. Oh, please give me a through goes Cheesenoid opportunity. I'm not going to get one, I don't think. But we're begging for a podium here. At my home Grand Prix. Would be only my second Ferrari podium. After finishing P2 in China. Every corner is as tense as the corner before. Got all the battery in the world. Just need to get it done. Got a run on Max. He had to get out of it because Fernando's there. Oh, back end stepped. Couldn't make it. Couldn't make it, sticks fine.
Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us. 10.4 seconds.
3 laps to go. Fastest middle sector of the race so far. Max is going for it on Fernando. Just too far away for a lunge. Verstappen with the fastest lap of the race, so 28.20.
Verstappen has just put up the fastest lap of the race so far.
2 laps to go. And the minute, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do it. We've fought valiantly to get here. And we've been close. We had one attempt to try and take Max. It sadly didn't work. I might be able to take Fernando. but both... rephrase, I might be able to take one, but both is looking like an impossibility at the moment. It's been a hell of a Grand Prix, and it's a fantastic return to form. Considering the way that the last few races have gone, and after the way qualifying has gone recently as well. I just haven't quite been able to break out of P5 and into third or fourth. Contact between the two. Verstappen's slow. Going for it. Oh, Fernando locked up as well! Fernando's turned into me. Fernando's still there. Side pod damage.
Okay, the underbody's taken some damage. You might...
What on earth happened there? Fernando locked up. So the lunge I made on Max ended up a lunge on both of them. I got the move done on Max, and Fernando, so concerned with locking up, just didn't realise I was there. I was in his blind spot. I've gone for the move, which I was going to do legitimately and make, but Fernando's pinched too much. Fernando turns into me, and then Max says, "Ta very much, I'll see you both later." Then Fernando clouts over the curb, as I probably should have given him a bit more space. Runs into me again. Oh my goodness. What a dramatic end to an unbelievable Grand Prix so far. There's a thumbnail in it. Fernando now with wing damage. Myself now with side pod damage. A lunge on Fernando. I need to get past Fernando to stand a chance of getting Max. And I don't know if I'm going to get the chance to get Max. Might not even be able to stay ahead of Fernando because of our side pods and or floor damage. We've lost a lot of straight line speed. It's not how I envisaged gaining an extra position. I might still not get it.
The underbody's incurred some slight damage, but nothing too serious at the moment. Just be careful.
Fernando's slow around cops. Max has gone. The podium is gone. The move was there. I was only anticipating making the move on Max. And the move on Max absolutely would have been done. Fernando locked up, so I had no choice once I'd committed to go for that inside line. Fernando's going to try around the outside of Stowe. We're going to hold on there. Charles wins! He got Lando at the death. Charles Leclerc wins the race. Fernando Alonso having to battle against the other McLaren behind to hold on for P5. Piastri wants it. It's P4 at my home Grand Prix. Max Verstappen is on the podium. Wow! That was more dramatic at the end than I wanted it to be. But P4, driver of the day. We finished the race, which is the first part. And then to get a P4 and 12 points on the end of it as well is massive. We've almost doubled our points tally for the season with that finish. The car is good. Only 13.5 seconds off my teammate in race pace is very, very good indeed. And I would go as far as to say it was not my fault. Fernando locked up and then turned too tight. He couldn't see me. I think it's just a racing incident. He couldn't see me. I was in his blind spot. He's tried to defend from Max, not knowing I was there. And unfortunately, there's been a collision. It's a racing incident. Max gets the podium. I get P4. It's absolutely not an unnecessary move, Harry, at all. My home Grand Prix, space, Alonso lockup is absolutely on there. The move was absolutely on Max, which was the intention. And then when Fernando made his mistake, the move to take Fernando was absolutely on as well. I think that's fair. It was forceful, but it was fair. And it was Fernando that turned into me without knowing I was there. It's not his fault. It's not my fault. Things keep failing, though. I was expecting new developments to come through. I have to wait till Spa for the front wing gurney flap, unfortunately. Fuck's sake. Hopefully the intercoolers and the heave dampers pass, which they both have done, so the chassis will get better for Hungary, which, to be fair, is very good. Chassis for Hungary is important, but still the aero hangs in the balance. Still now the 8th worst aero package as RB improve. Unbelievable. We cannot get any more chassis improvements until I've got 50% recognition, which I will not be able to get against Charles Leclerc for a considerable period of time. We cannot get any more upgrades on the power unit until I've got 60% recognition or 50% recognition, which is not going to happen for a considerable period of time. We might be able to unlock that valve timing, although that's a supplier upgrade, so that will be on Ferrari's part. We will be able to upgrade durability-wise, and we will be able to continually upgrade aerodynamically. If only that front wing flap had passed, then there's still improvements to the car to be made, but Charles Leclerc hopefully will be able to upgrade those parts that I don't have access to. And as we progress towards the next round of the championship, Charles Leclerc moves himself into second in the drivers, and we have gone past McLaren now in the constructors. Or were McLaren... Did we eclipse... Yeah, we must have taken McLaren. We must have been 5th. We're past McLaren now because Charles outscored Lando and I outscored Oscar. And we're only 7... Make that 8 points behind Aston Martin. So we should hopefully, with a good performance in Hungary, outdo Aston Martin as well and move ourselves into 3rd in the Constructors' Championship, provided I can put the performance in. We're probably going to need to take a new control electronics component at some point between now and the end of the season, but when that is, remains to be seen. We will not do it at the Hungaroring. We might do it. We might do it at Spa, where hopefully our power unit will ensure us a good finish. It's a fully dry Hungaroring as well, which is usually the case. It's stonking hot in Hungary most of the time, and it will be again. That was finally a very good race. Thank Christ for that. And a lot of drama there as well. Do drop the video a like if you enjoyed it. I certainly did. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on Hungary. Our season might well have just come alive. Join me for the next one. I'll see you in Hungary. Ta-ta. From P11 to P4, we'll take it. I agree. I don't think there was anything wrong with that move. So Spice, thank you for the 14th month, mate. Can't remember whether I mentioned it or not in the process of everything that was going on there. That has now been uploaded, so I can delete that. I've uploaded that, so I can delete that. Uploaded that, so I can delete that. That's been uploaded now, so I can delete that. F1, S2, 11? 12? 11 or 12? 12, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, 12. S12. That says 21, Jez. Britain. Holy moly, that was intense, wasn't it? What a Grand Prix. Thoroughly enjoyed that one. Hopefully you guys did as well. That was insane. Right, let me upload that for Chris. Not pictures, videos, please. Oh, Christ. P4 and P3 for Lewis. Nice one, Daniel. Charles second in the drivers now, and Max is on a run of poor results. Max started the season on fire, win, DNF, second, fourth, win, but third, seventh, win, third, means that Charles has been able to close the gap with 3 podiums in the last 4 races. I've pulled away from Pierre. If it weren't for the DNFs, I would probably be ahead of Carlos Sainz. Probably. But what can thou do? Nothing when it comes to Ferraris. It wasn't a reckless move, Harry. It absolutely was on. It absolutely was on. I was only like a 10th and a half behind. Let's see if it was in the replay. Yeah, that's true. Introduce it at Spa, but not use it. That's not a bad idea, actually. Beep, beep, beep. Now, they're on about Daniel Ricciardo, Daniel, not you. Don't worry. That was a nice move on Hamilton that's worth watching again. All the way down the hangar straight. You can only press R1 to skip laps in the full race replay, Sheza. This is just the theatre replay, which is only a short highlights. There's me on the outside of Lewis. Lully move, lully move. Lap 51. This was it. This was it. So Fernando around the outside of Max, or is it Max at the inside of Fernando? Is Fernando trying around the outside of Max? And then actually pulls it off, doesn't he? So as we come into the braking zone here, I'm no further behind. I'm 20 metres at most behind Max here. This move, with that much space to the inside, look how close I am to Max when I make the move. I was only intending to overtake Max Verstappen here. I only then tried to overtake Fernando as well because he locked up. Up the inside of Max, which is legitimate and fair at this point. I'm less than a full car's distance behind him. That move is on. This move is on. I can't change camera, I don't believe, unfortunately, no. I would have taken, if Alonso doesn't lock up, as Neej says, I would have taken Max and it would have been fine. But Alonso locks up, meaning then there is, look, as you cut it here, look how much space there is between Alonso and me. That move is on and done. Fernando is the one that then comes across into me there, mid corner. I'm actually ahead at the apex of both of them. Fernando is the one that then pinches here. He locks up, pinches. I just so happen to be in his blind spot. He's trying to cut across so that Max doesn't overtake him. He doesn't know that I'm there. So he then, as you say, cranks too much steering in and cuts back across. No, I think it's a racing incident, Harry. Fernando cuts back across, and we make contact there. But look at the angle of Fernando's car. Like, I have made the move, and I am stopping and getting the move done fairly. I'm at the same, almost the same angle as Max here. Fernando is the one that has gone across me. But only because he doesn't know I'm there. That's what I mean. It's a racing incident. He doesn't know I'm there. I think it's fine. Genuinely. I think that move is absolutely legitimate, available, and on to be made. If Fernando doesn't lock up, I just take Max and then follow Fernando through. No damage from the through goes Hamilton 1, but only because people ran off track. I think Perez and or Leclerc ran off track, didn't they, at times in that move, in that sequence. Pardon me. Right. I'm going to go and have a lunch break. Only way to fight Fernando. Yeah, the fact is I didn't lock up though, did I? So, not on me. I was in control of the whole time. Well, I'm going to go and have a lunch break, and then we will come back in 15 minutes time, say, about 2:45, and we will be football managering for the rest of the day. So go and grab yourself a drink and a snack of your own, and then join me for